The content, views, and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the producer and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the City of Bremerton, BCAT, their officials, or their employees. Okay, believe it or not, this is Claw trying to set up. This is for Blackberry Festival 2025, and we're down here on the boardwalk. And this is Friday morning, the 29th. And this is what we have to do every single year. So things just don't happen by themselves. Happens because we have volunteers. Okay, first full day of the Blackberry Festival. And I'm here with Bremerton Kitsap Access Television, Mark Miller, and also Kitsap Literary Artists and Writers. This is our booth down here. But if you notice, all these people, they started coming early this year, which is a harbinger of better things to come. At the Blackberry Festival, Bremerton Kitsap Access Television, or Mark Miller from Kitsap Literary Artists and Writers. I think they're running some extra fast ferries today because of the Blackberry Festival. But there it is. First time I ever got around to getting off my posterity and filming. Something they provide down here at Bremerton. People come down here and watch the fair. Here's the Carlisle coming in. A whole bunch of passengers coming into the old Blackberry Festival. Bremerton Kitsap Access Television with Kitsap Literary Artists and Writers here. And nice little foot ferry. This is part of the more efficient section of the Washington State ferries. film the Lemonade Man. He's here every single year. They had to move him this year because of some changes in fire regulations and stuff. But he's back here again. Best lemonade around. Here at the Bremerton Kitsap Access Television and the Blackberry Blackberry Festival. Hello, Mark Miller here with Bremerton Kitsap Access Television and also with Kitsap Literary Artists and Writers. And once again, I'm running around the Blackberry Festival and I'm interviewing people that are involved here at the festival. And one thing we have here this year is we have information about the ferry. And I'm going to have you individuals here talk about the pop-up ferry and what we're trying to do in reference to Bremerton and Silverdale and Port Orchard and all up and down the coast. And we have a representative from the county here. So go ahead and state your name, ma'am, and we'll...
Sure, hi. This is Katie Walters, Kitsap County Commissioner, and I'm here with the Greater Kitsap Chamber to support the port-to-port pop-up ferry between Bremerton and Silverdale.
Okay, and explain the pop-up ferry and what you're trying to do, please.
Well, this is just a great opportunity for residents and tourists and visitors to our area to really experience riding the ferry between Bremerton through Dyes Inlet, underneath our two bridges to Silverdale, and then back again. So it supports the Blackberry Festival, but it also supports our businesses in Silverdale.
And are you trying to create this like more of a specific activity all through the year, or just specifically for specific festivals and things like that?
It's really just been for events. We look forward to bringing it back again next year for the Blackberry Festival, hopefully during the World Cup, so that people can experience our beautiful waterfronts and our businesses, because this is something unusual. There isn't a typical boat ferry between Silverdale and Bremerton, although someday there might be. Right now, Kitsap Transit is studying the opportunity. We have an interlocal ferry feasibility study going on, so who knows, maybe it will stick. I know from the individuals that I've talked to who have been riding the ferry, they keep asking, is this something that we'll have every weekend? They'd love to have it all the time, so who knows, maybe we're generating some great interest here, but it's a lot of fun. And the historic Carlisle, although it's very slow, I'd have to say it's kind of a leisurely ride to and from.
It gives you a picturesque picture of the sound.
Yes, I think it's very nostalgic. There's a lot of the history. There's the pictures on the ferry. It's one of our original Mosquito Fleet boats.
Cool.
And so it's a really novel thing to do right now. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful ride.
Okay, and we have some other individuals here. If you could want to identify yourselves, since you're here at the table helping with the pop-up ferry.
Hi, I'm Vicki Webb.
Alyssa Grimes.
Ashley Oaksmith. And I'm David Evans with the Greater Kitsap Chamber and Visitor Center.
There you go. And hopefully we can help generate some more interest in here through Bremerton Kitsap Access Television. And I appreciate your time and everything talking about this. And I know we have quite a few people down here asking about the ferry schedule here at the Blackberry Festival. So thank you once again for allowing me to interview all five of you. And thank you, Commissioner, for putting up the time to do this.
Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You have a great day too.
Thank you.
Okay. Day 2 of the festival. And we're here at Kitsap Literary Arts and Writers, and I just finished interviewing people on the pop-up ferry, trying to get some more fast ferry service up and down the coast here, especially during special events. Once again, Mark Miller with Bremerton Kitsap Access Television. Down here at the Blackberry Festival, and I'm sitting here filming the side of the Bremerton Rotary booth here, where they have blackberry wine, a whole bunch of other merchants, stuff like that. Of course, this is Mark Miller of Bremerton Kitsap Access Television, and I'm also a member of the Board of Railroad. And here is Karen. She's the past president, and she's sitting there putting all these nice little wine into sacks. And over there is Anna. She's selling something. We got a whole bunch of stuff up there. So this helps support Bremerton Rotary, and of course the Bremerton Rotary then supports the community with things like foreign exchange students, trying to help eradicate polio and a whole bunch of other activities. So I'll be back here filming some more later on. Once again, Bremerton Kitsap Access Television down here with the Bremerton Rotary booth. Thank you. Now I'm on the stage, however, I wanted to show you just how busy it is. The place is definitely busy. Area is packed. Better than last year. Over there is the Bremerton Rotary booth. They're selling the wine and also souvenirs from Blackberry Festival. We also have the Downtown Bremerton Association, Business Association, who's a great supporter of the Blackberry Festival also. And up there, we actually have a beer garden run by the Rotary also. Everybody I've talked to said they're doing, all the vendors are saying they're doing much better this year. Yes, the music is loud, but I wanted to film this. There's the stage. Excellent music this year as usual. Mark Miller of Bremerton Kitsap Access Television and signing off. Blackberry robots coming down here. And here it is. Bremerton Kitsap Access Television. There's the robot. The official Blackberry robot. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm just filming the official robot going round and round in circles. Blackberry robot. That's what robotics can do. There he goes again.
It's the marinas, they keep us going. And the Coca-Cola, Swire, those folks been keeping us hydrated and keeping us with the Sprites and the Cokes and the Gatorades. We really appreciate it. Diamond Parking, hold your booze, they're a sponsor. The ATM guy, he's been slinging cash here all weekend. He's cool, he's got cash. That's all we need to say about it, right? So these guys are getting ready to come up here in just a minute and play some music. So get your dancing shoes on. Again, my guilty pleasure. Want to say again, we got the beer garden up here. It doesn't look like it's too packed. We got blackberry wine still, I think, or at least some wine over there.
Bremerton Beer Garden. Here at the Blackberry Festival. All the sponsors, and of course, look over here, Bremerton Rotary booth, selling a lot of Blackberry Festival items. This is the Blackberry stage. In just a minute, I'm going to be talking to the people that do all the nice little sound stuff that makes this so listenable for all the bands. Hello, Mark Miller here again with Bremerton Kitsap Access Television, and right now I am going to interview one of the people behind the scenes that make this whole Blackberry Festival rock and roll, because he's the sound guy. And what's your full name, sir?
My name is Jeremy Colleen.
Jeremy Colleen here. And what was the company again you say that you work for?
GSTT Production Services.
Okay. And you said this is your first year personally doing this Blackberry Festival?
Yes, this is my first year as the lead audio technician on Blackberry Festival.
Okay. And of course, I've tried to record some of the bands up here, and the sound is great and everything. So, but I wanted to kind of get an idea, because I think people don't realize that there's all these people behind the scenes that make stuff like this work. So you brought all this equipment in and everything, and of course you have to set it up, and Usually about how long does it take you to do an initial setup?
It depends on the size of the setup.
Yeah.
This setup in particular took us about 4.5 hours.
Okay.
So, and that's coming in and building the truss and everything like that, hanging lights, setting up the...
Oh, so you actually did the truss and the hanging all the lights and stuff too. Okay.
We hang everything.
Oh, okay.
We're a full service production company.
Oh,
so
okay.
We can do everything from staging to lights to audio. We service all types of events, from corporate events to festivals, to small community events. So.
Okay. Do you also, does your company do any editing for outside people also or not?
We don't necessarily personally do that, but we have a lot of contacts within the industry to be able to provide that service or recommend someone to provide that service for you.
Okay. So what I'm doing here, like I said, is we're going to put you up on, I do a yearly show on both Blackberry Festival and the county fair. And so we're going to put this up here on eventually Bremerton Kitsap Access Television, broadcasted on Wave Cable Astound and also Comcast. And then I put it up on a web YouTube page that I have for Kitsap literary artists and writers, because that's what we do. We like to talk to artists and stuff, and you guys definitely are artists, because you make, let's face it, without the sound guy, all you get is a lot of noise. You need to do all this great stuff here and everything. And I kind of was watching you guys when some of the bands were up there, you know, trying to get the exact mix and everything. I'm going to go down here and show some of your equipment down here, which is cool. Okay. But anyways, once again, you're one of the behind the scenes people that make the Blackberry Festival a success. And so Bremerton Kitsap, Bremerton Rotary really wants to thank you to help with Blackberry Festival. And it looks like this year it's going quite well. A lot of people actually showed up early to start running up and down the vendors and stuff. So anyway, so once again, thank you very much, sir, and I appreciate all your assistance on this. And once we get it up, I'll try to see if I can get a hold of you and let you know, and you can take a look at it.
Sounds good. That'd be
okay.
wonderful.
Well, good luck for this last final day of the Blackberry Festival. Thank you. Hello, it's Mark Miller with Bremerton Kitsap Access Television, and once again I'm down here at the Blackberry Festival with the Bremerton Rotary, and I'm down here with one of the past presidents, Karen, and I wanted to sit there and talk to her about how it's going this year, because she's helping run all the booths here with all the merchandise. So how you doing?
Doing great. It's really nice, honestly. It's slightly overcast, so it makes it wonderful to walk around. It's still though sunny enough that it feels like summer. But not everyone's being burnt too crispy.
Very good. And what is one of the more popular things that you're selling here as souvenir, etc.?
Everything, frankly, has been so popular. We've already sold out of so much stuff. So if anyone wants to get something, they need to come down now. Some of my favorites, though, is Barry the Berry.
Yep.
He's our Rotary mascot. You can see that he's a Rotarian and that he loves to help community. And he's only $5, so he's a steal. And then also we have these wonderful Blackberry Festival tumblers.
There we go. Yep.
And one of the things that someone did is they had them go have the Blackberry soda guy just put it in here. And I was like, that's a brilliant idea. So yeah, we've been having a lot of fun stuff.
And of course, everybody needs to realize that here at the Bremerton Rotary, everything they do down here eventually helps the community, helps provide education, and even brings over foreign students to help.
It's really fabulous. So the majority of what we do here is we raise funds to give away as scholarships. And last year we were able to give $65,000 away to Bremerton High School seniors. And we're aiming to do even more this year. So every purchase here, we're asking you to buy a bottle of wine in order to send kids to school. It's not too hard of ask, and I think that you will enjoy that you did.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Karen. I'm glad to see you down here, and I'm glad to see that everything's going well, and this eventually will make it up on Bremerton Kitsap Access Television, and then also on my YouTube channel with Claw and everything. So we'll see you. You'll be able to be famous. You'll be on YouTube.
Can't wait. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Okay, we're very close to breakdown. This is the last day, and it's getting close to 6 p.m. here at Blackberry Festival here in Bremerton, Washington. Bremerton Kitsap Access Television, of course, filming this. And we still have our gentleman here who's been here every single year selling his wares from Central and South America. And of course, there's still us here, Kitsap literary artists and writers. We're still here trying to sell our wares, our books, our creative endeavors. We did well this year, and as far as I'm concerned, with all the other vendors I talked to, they did pretty good too. So, last hurrah. Your last hurrah. 2025 Blackberry Festival. Thanks once again, thanks to Bremerton Kitsap Access Television and the staff here who managed to do this Kitsap Literary Artists and Writers Artisan and Creative Showcase. You can watch this on Comcast Channel 12 and Astound Channel 3 or the digital Channel 70 at 6 p.m. on Saturdays. We've also got a whole bunch of shows in the can on our YouTube channel. If you go ahead and go on YouTube and look up CLAW, Kitsap Literary Artists and Writers, you'll find a whole bunch of past episodes also. CLAW exists to try to help people get their creative arts out there, whether it be books or paintings or film or whatever. We just try to help them find venues to be able to present it to the public. We meet at Denny's on Kitsap Way on first and third Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We always show up early, like we're going to have a meeting tonight. This is the 16th of July. We'll have a meeting tonight, and people should come there and we share ideas and look for new venues. If it wasn't for the staff here, Bremerton Kitsap Access Television, this show, which started back about 2016 and 2017, would not exist. Hopefully everybody out there enjoys these shows, and hopefully everybody out there will realize that anybody can be creative, and don't be afraid. Try to look at what you can and look at your abilities and give it a shot. So with that, I'd like to wish everybody out there a nice, happy day, a productive week, and an even more enjoyable month and year. And with that, good day.